It's that day of the year where everyone gets to appreciate their mothers, and if there's one group of mothers that deserves some love, it's the ones from the world of Pokémon. I mean, come on. Most of them don't seem to have a present husband or wife in their lives, and their only child leaves home to go, I don't know, make their pets fight each other or something. I think it's about time we give these lovely ladies a bit of attention, and what better way to do that than by forcing them to compete in a pointless contest ranking them based arbitrarily on appearances and what little of their actual personalities we see. We've got 30 lovely contestants today, so let's meet them, shall we? First up is a classic, Delia Ketchum, mother of the world-famous Ash Ketchum. Sporting brown hair and eyes, Delia Ketchum, who some say is still only 29 years old, is quite the caring mother, always there to support her son. That is, when she isn't hanging out with old Samuel Oak.
Wonderful!
Still young and full of life, Delia Ketchum clocks in at an A ranking. Next up, we have Mom from Kanto. Sporting striking blue hair and dark eyes, she's sure to catch your attention if you see her out and about. She cares deeply for her son Red and is very proud of him. How lovely. Red's mother pulls through with a B ranking. Moving to the sister region of Johto, we have Mom. She appears to be quite cheerful, and a beauty mark certainly doesn't hurt. Not only does she care for her child, but she also saves a portion of their money to buy them helpful items for their journey. How thoughtful of her. Our Jotonian mother pulls ahead of our last contestant with an A ranking. Heading into the land of too much water and trumpets, we have Caroline, the mother of May. Once again, a mother who cares about her child, a common theme it would seem. This is the first contestant on our list who actually has a confirmed and seen husband, the Petalburg gym leader, Norman. Watch out, bachelors and bachelorettes, it's gonna take more than some fighting types if you want to win the heart of this lovely lady. Caroline ranks in at a solid B tier. Next, we have Lily, a girl from Alola. Wait. Small correction. Next, we have Lily, the mother of Michael and Jovi, hailing from the Ore region. This working woman holds a position at the Pokémon HQ lab where she maintains the Purify Chamber. If you're a fan of tall, pink, independent, and widowed, this might just be the woman for you. Lily pulls forward with a solid A ranking. Next on our list is quite the celebrity. It's the famous Pokemon coordinator from the Sinnoh region, Joanna. As a successful coordinator, you know Joanna's quick on her feet, creative, and an all-around joy to be with. As a super contest master, her appeal is off the charts, coming in as our first S rank. Sadly though, we don't have any ribbons to offer for this. Hailing from the Unova region, it's Mom. Mom is quite the looker, and we don't mean the international policeman either. Unfortunately, we don't have much else to say about this contestant, so B rank it is. Also hailing from Unova is Mom 2. Mom 2 was formerly a Pokemon Center receptionist, quite the respectable position in our eyes. Much like our previous contestant though, we don't have much else to say. B rank for her as well. It's off to the races for our next contestant, the famous Rhyhorn racer from the Kalos region, Grace. Grace is a woman who knows that sometimes in life, you have to take risks and give it your all. We admire that about her. Grace finishes the race with a solid A ranking. Not only are we fairly fond of this next contestant, but so is her Meowth. It's Mom from Alola. Originally from the Kanto region, the infamously ruthless Cat Scratch girl is quite the fun spirit. Not only would interested parties have to contend with her husband back in Kanto, but they'd also have to win her affection from her beloved Meowth as well. Is it worth it? Not in our eyes. It's time we bid Alola to this mother with our first C ranking. Next up is who I'm being told by my producer is an extremely popular candidate, Lana's mother from Alola. We aren't quite sure why, but I've been told something about the rules of the internet. Whatever that means, who are we to deny the people their hearts? Lana's mother breaks her way into the S ranking. Our next contestant is sure to cause some controversy. It's none other than the president of the Aether Foundation herself, Lusamine. Rumor has it that despite her youthful appearance, she's actually over 40. I wonder what her skincare routine is. Perhaps cryotherapy or maybe some sort of toxin treatment? Perhaps a bit of both, as she's been known to not only be cold to her own children, but also quite the toxic mother, from what our sources tell us of course. If you're into that sort of thing, we won't judge. Lucamine comes in with a solid C ranking for her cold personality. Warming things up a bit is the woman of your dreams, Professor Burnett. Specializing in dimensions and the interdream zone, Burnett makes for one well-educated woman. Perhaps this is why Professor Kukui not only decided to marry her, but in the anime have a child with her as well. We'll leave this happy couple alone, and Professor Burnett with a ranking of C. Returning to Kanto briefly, we have Mom, but this time in 3D. She exists. D rank. Next is Mum from Galar. Well, she seems nice, though her fashion sense and personality are quite lacking. C rank. My producer is telling me that next up is Professor Magnolia from Galar. Sorry, who is she again? Oh, the one with the hot redheaded granddaughter who's canonically an adult and her successor is Professor? Works for me. B tier, thank you for your service. Though her Pokemon may be cold, this mother can be quite warm. It's Melanie, the Sirchester gym leader in Galar. We would make a comment about her Japanese name fittingly being Melon, but my producer has advised against it. Melanie manages to bust her way into a firm B tier. She's as sweet as her name, it's Honey. Residing on the Isle of Armor with her husband Mustard and their son, she's the one leading the charge of all things at the Master Dojo that aren't battling. It's unknown how old she is, but her husband seems to have one foot in the grave, so perhaps one of you might just have a shot in the future. Honey earns herself a B rank. Next we have Peony's wife, who we only get to see in the background of his rare league card. And she's pretty bland. D rank. But on the bright side, her daughter has one of the best battle themes in Pokemon history. Next up is Mom from Paldea. She's nice, and she makes a sandwich that we give to our new motorcycle. Don't think about it too much. C rank. Next up is a woman that the internet has gone feral for. It's Professor Sada. She's a leading researcher into not only the Terastal phenomenon, but also a mysterious group of Paradox Pokemon found within the Great Crater of Paldea. Unfortunately though, she's she's dead. But hey, at least she left behind an AI clone of herself to, oh, well, this is a bit awkward now. So next we have the MC of RIP, Rhyme. She's neat and knows how to drop a sick beat. Acting as the leader of a gym, your chances with her are pretty slim. You might get into her concerts for free, but for us, we give her a rank of C. My producer is telling me that we're running out of budget here, so these next few might be a bit strange. I'm also now being told that I wasn't supposed to say that out loud. So next is Hideko. She's Kieran and Carmine's grandma, and that's kind of it. D tier. Up next is Nurse Joy, who apparently has kids. I suppose that technically means she qualifies, so C tier. Next we have Blossom's mom from Poketoon. She is, by definition, a mother and apparently a skilled battler. C tier. Do I have to read these next few? Alright, fine. Next is Kangaskhan. This Pokemon has a 100% female population, a child, and is classified as the parent Pokemon. It's a mother. D tier. Why are we even doing this? Oh boy. Next we have the Marowak ghost that haunted Lavender Town's Pokemon Tower that one time. Are you serious? Is this what we've come to now? Ranking not only Pokemon, but dead Pokemon? Alright, fine. D for dead. Whatever. This next one can't be any weirder, right? Oh, okay, Lugia, who apparently has a child. Sure, I guess it counts. D tier. Okay, you're joking with me now, right? Is this some kind of sick joke to you? May from Hoenn, a mother? How in the distortion world is she a mother? Oh, okay, so a Manaphy just happens to call her mama one time, and she's suddenly on the list? This is ridiculous. Okay, Alright, what's the last one? Mother Gengar? A competitive deck archetype in the trading card game from 2009 to 2010, consisting of Nidoqueen and Gengar? That's it. I'm out of here.